Dear honorable judges.
Hold on. Starting at final take. Go ahead.
Dear honorable judges and fellow classmates, my name is Mike Giordano, and I did my capstone project on personal trainers. I have an athletic background starting with football. I was captain and quarterback of the football team this year. For basketball, I've been captain of the basketball team for 3 years. And weight training, I've just done weight training with football, with basketball, and with track, which I did my freshman year. I've always been interested in personal training because I always wanted to keep a fit body and everything. I plan to get my personal trainer's license as soon as age 20. I want to get it basically right now. I want to make people aware of their health. That's why I did this, because I want people to realize that it's not all about exercising, it's not all about eating right. You have to do both in order to stay fit or be healthy. My thesis paper. I basically focused more on obesity in America, not as much personal trainers, but they did correspond. Obesity in America has become a really big problem. The overweight people in America is 33%, and the obesity rate for Americans is 66%. That was wrong. For teens or kids, the overweight percentage is 17% for kids, which is 3 times higher than 10 years ago, which is ridiculously bad, and it's been going up ever since. And I also focus on the life for a personal trainer, how they go throughout a day, how they interact with their people, just how they live their life. Connection. The connection is pretty straightforward. It's basically personal trainers and obesity. They go hand in hand. If you have personal trainers in the world, then the obesity rates will be significantly lower, just because people will know how to go about things, how to eat, how to exercise on their own, not just with personal trainers. My field work. I really wanted to get a better understanding of how a personal trainer works, what they do throughout a day, how they interact with their customers, what they actually do, and that's actually what I got. My mentor was Jamie Butler. He is a personal trainer at Peak Fitness. I met him because I was going to that gym for about 2 months before I asked him, and then I just went up to him, I asked him if he wanted to be my mentor, and he was more than happy to do it. What I did, the observations I made during my field work, I just basically watched Jamie do it. I watched what he did, how he worked with the customers, how he talked to them. It was more like they were friends. Like, it wasn't that they just met. It was like he knew stuff about them that normal people wouldn't know after they just meet him, because he's with them. He's with them for a whole hour, and then he just knows them. Value of personal trainers in America. There's a big value for the personal trainers in America nowadays, because the obesity rates are so high, and we need so much help just to get out of these rates, that we need people to realize that we need personal trainers, and that they need to be willing to pay that money just to get a basic understanding of how a personal trainer works, and how they need to be able to exercise and do the right stuff and not get hurt just because it's their first time exercising. What I learned from my field work, I learned that there's not really a lot of people that know as much as you think about exercising. There's those people that go to the gym every day and they do their thing, but then there's that other 10 people that are new there, and they got no clue what's going on. They don't know how to even run on a treadmill, because it's just bad, because they've never done it before. They finally seeing that America is bad, and that they're bad. They're overweight, and they just need to get better. So they go to Jamie and they ask him, "Oh, can you help me do this? Can you help me do that?" And then he obviously says yes, and then he helps them with that, and he basically guides them to just a startup, just a foundation to what they have to do to become able to exercise. This is a BMI chart, as you can see. It gets a little confusing, but the yellow ones, that's overweight. I am overweight. I am 6 foot, pushing it, about 195. So I would be right here. Most people on a BMI chart are overweight if you do exercise a lot, because it doesn't factor in muscle, it doesn't factor in muscle. That's all it does. It's just your height and your weight, and that's how it is. It doesn't factor in your back muscle, it doesn't factor in your stomach muscle, it's really not as accurate as people think, but that's how it is. I'm overweight. That's a fact. Conclusion, what I got out of my capstone project, the capstone project was one of the best things that ever happened to me. It gave me 15 hours, not only 15 hours of field work, it gave me 15 hours with a personal trainer, which is good, because otherwise I have to pay about a couple $1,000s just to be with them. I want to pursue being a personal trainer as a career very soon. Within the next 2 years, I want to be a licensed personal trainer, and I want to be working at Peak Fitness, actually. I am attending Springfield College, like I said before. I'm intending to study exercise science, but I'm going in undeclared just because I want to feel out everything else and get to know everything else, take some classes on nutrition and stuff. And that's about it. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the capstone projects.